Hey y'all, welcome to Other Realm Studio. I'm Paula, and I'm not terribly late today. So today I have some inking to work on, and then I'm not sure if I'm going to continue through this week because, we've got the 4th coming up, and a lot of stuff to get ready for around here. Oh, and I forgot Restream chat. Okay, I should be able to see. It says 3 out of 3 are online. So yeah, I should be able to see if anyone drops a comment. Hang on, let me get organized here. So I was just outside, checking on the chickens and the rabbit for the night, and found something in the rabbit hutch. It was a big brown and black spider, and I thought, that's a tarantula. And then I thought, well, tarantulas aren't exactly native wild spiders around here, are they? And it didn't look particularly hairy. So I don't know, but it was a very large spider. I mean, the body of it was almost as big as my thumb, like length and width, and hate to have this visual, but if it was sitting in my palm, its feet could have touched the sides of my palm. Like, pretty much a spider about the size of the palm of my hand. So that was horrifying. And I tried to use the shovel. Yes, the shovel. To get the spider to leave the hutch. But no, he just crawled up and around and went to the lower level of the hutch. Which, given that he was in the upper level to start with, I'm not at all surprised that the bunny did not want to share the upper level with him. So yeah, that's terrifying. I don't think that it'll actually bother the rabbit. At least I should hope not. But yeah, I'm not too fond of spiders at the best of times. And that thing is huge. I'm sure that if y'all saw that spider, the first thing you would think is tarantula, not like whatever it is that's native to this area, huntsman or whatever. Anyway, enough about spiders. I have excellent news. On Saturday, my comics arrived. So I have issue 1 of Soulbound in stock right now. I have those ready. So I've got few hundred copies actually. And let me see. I wanted to do something else with this piece. So it looks really good. I've had a chance to look through all the pages and check it all out. Everything seems to be there. There were a few of my experiments with color and effects that turned out in a sort of a different way than I expected. But that's all right. Now I have a much better idea of how to do what I want to do. And how to get the effects that I want to get, so that it looks good in newsprint and so that it looks good as a digital issue. It's kind of like a coax cable here. Do some stippling. So yeah, so there's a few things that I know exactly what I was doing, and they showed up a little bit odd. Like where I was doing overlay effects, and it doesn't show up the color that it does on screen. So that's interesting. And it's something that really does a better job of being portrayed with light than it does on paper. But now that I know what that looks like, I can do that on purpose now. I can do, yeah, that looks a lot better. I can do a different effect to achieve what I wanted to achieve with that effect originally. And there were some interesting things that happened between the saturation and some of the colors do interesting things. Like pink is kind of an interesting one to work with. Like it's really easy to get very saturated on the hot pink. Now, bright red does not saturate that easily on newsprint. So I kind of thought that if I'm going to do more bright reds, what I may need to do is tend into the pinks. So while a lot of different coloring techniques will work with newsprint because I did use a bunch of different ones. Mostly I stuck to like the cell shading, but I did also do a few smaller effects in areas where, you know, to experiment to see how they turn out. And now I can get one of those copies and put it up here and go back over where I have saved my pages that I did originally. And check out what the layers look like and what effects turned into what exactly on paper. Let's see, I think I'm going to go, yeah, I think I have as much of the larger areas done as I want to do. So I'm going to take it down to a 25 point brush size and try to do hatching and cross hatching for some of my shadows. Come on, scroll in, don't just yo-yo. All right. Ah! Man, I love an undo button. Okay, so let's see. What else has been going on? So yeah, I might have to be taking a break from possibly from streaming, and for this week I'll have to take a break from working on getting out my rewards, which I kind of hate it, but yeah, because I'm on a roll a bit and I have everything I need, and if I could just get the time to settle down with it and just knock it out, that would be awesome. But this time of year I've got stuff going on, so I have to take this week off. But by next Monday I should hope everything's going to be taken care of. And a minute. Okay, here we go. So, yep, I'll be back on Monday and I will ship all kinds of things out, and my wonderful backers will be able to expect their books soon, and also I will finish up getting the digital version of my comic ready so I can get it, you know. Yeah, I just feel terribly distracted lately. Hey, Pandy Express on YouTube. Thank you for stopping by. So, yeah, my consistency's just going to suffer this week. I'm sorry. Yeah, the holiday, and it's like there's like half a dozen people whose birthday is like right around now, and it's just craziness. That's just not a week to try and get anything done. So, all right, hang on. I gotta remember. What was this piece? Uh, oh yeah. I should have done a more detailed sketch to begin with. Spare me from making stuff up as I'm going along. So, can't. I'm gonna have to do something about my font sizes on my chat because my second monitor's a little bit far away. I don't know, maybe. Although if I scoot it up any further, it's not gonna be at a good angle for me to see either. So yeah, now that I'm working with a a smaller brush size, I think I can do some of these details and get some little scuff marks in and get the expression right. So also I recorded an unboxing video. Um, it's really bad. I'm gonna have to upload it to the computer and edit out a bunch of stuff because I had to keep starting over. I was I was stammering a little lot actually. Um, I am totally not used to having me on the screen, but we'll all get to look forward to that as soon as I get my video uploaded to the computer, and then I can edit it out or edit some of the stuff going on. Um, Also, I live out in the country, so on my way outside to pick up my stuff that had just arrived, there's a goat. It's kind of pushy, and when he hollers, he sets off the sheep, and the sheep is a bass. Like you think sheep have this cutesy little sound that they make. No, no, this one is definitely a bass sheep. a very nice sheep, but it makes a loud sound. So that's probably in the background of some of my video too. So I'm going to have to see uh, what on earth happened. And see if anything needs to be cut or edited out before I actually upload it. I'm going to actually try to care about what I post online occasionally. See, getting started with the art stream, it really helped me. If I didn't care too much, because the point was just get it out there and stop overthinking it. But now I've done this enough that I think I think it doesn't feel like there's somebody watching me draw over my shoulder now. I hate that. But I've done enough of these now so that I really should start caring about, what they look like, how they sound, that kind of thing, and do something a little more professional. Or, I'm not going to get to professional, but I could have a higher quality video than this. I could have, I don't know, background music, actual topics instead of whatever's off the top of my head for the day. Still not looking forward to having my face online. Like, yeah. Like, I haven't even watched my own art streams yet. For one, I've already done them. I know what happens. Why would I relive any of my life? But also, it bothers me to see myself recorded. I don't like my pictures. I don't like any videos of me. It's just, I don't know. Something about it is just weird. It's not right. It's not how I think I am. Which is the one thing that I always thought did not ring true about the Matrix. Because it's your self-concept that gets projected into the Matrix. As Neo finds out. So in the real world, he's still got really short hair because it hasn't had time to grow back yet. And in the Matrix, he's got long hair again. Yeah, it doesn't work like that. The way you think you look is not the way you look. So let's see. I should put a little more texture on the mountains up there. And I should also do something with these people so that they're not stick figures. That's just really sad. My sad little stick figures. Yes, I just now failed at making that stick figure look less sad. Okay. And hello, Silent Sniper 65 on, I think that's Twitch. Hi yourself. How you been? Okay, I had the beginning of a less sad looking stick figure here, and I lost track of what I was doing. I need to not be lazy about my sketches. Okay, let's try that. Hey, I hope you do better soon. We've got... I really kind of wish I had a better one for you. But, let's see. I don't have any background music yet. I'll have to work on that. But I'm using Clip Studio Paint EX, and uh, this one is not a... This one's not a commission. But occasionally I do have commissions, and I also have a comic that I've just come up with, or I've just finished, and it's issue 1 of a 10 issue series, and I've just got my prints in uh, on Saturday. Yeah, so I'm pretty excited. I have a lot of shipping to do now because I have some pre-orders for the comic. I do have some leftovers now, still, but yeah, I'd run a more successful than I expected Kickstarter, and um, after this weekend, I need to get my I need to get everything shipped out to my backers. See, I don't think I'm gonna do faces on these guys yet because I'll have to zoom in a lot more. And let me erase out some of this. Let's see. I'm also using the Wacom Intuos graphics tablet, which is pretty good. I like the pressure sensitivity. I started off with one from Monoprice. I also started off with GIMP instead of this program, and really, it's a huge difference. I love this program. So I would really love to get into animation. It's whoops, there goes autosave. All right. Thank you, autosave, for not disrupting me too much. Well, except for the fact that my brain just left. Um, hmm. Nope, I completely lost my train of thought. Animation. So yeah, I've been looking up how to do animation, and I've also downloaded OpenTunes. And I actually found an English version of the manual online, so that's nice. It's an Italian program developed for Japanese artists, and uh, that just got really confusing really fast. So let me see if I can come back in here and do some of the background lines. I don't have much longer I can stream tonight. I need to get a few things done. I need to prep coffee for the morning. So it'll be waiting for me. So I want to come in here and shade a little bit more of this, this leg, where it's against the mountain, because that would be more shaded and it would be a more harsh shadow. With some more contrast to it. And in a minute I will zoom out and see if the line of the picture is going the direction that I need for it to go. Because I want oh goodness. I'm losing my words. It's been a day. Maybe I wouldn't be so tired if a spider hadn't just scared me half to death. But, okay, there we go. It's not line of sight. It's something else. Anyway, it's whatever word it is. I want the visual line for this piece to come and curve around this way. Right, because if this can be used for a book cover, then you have your space up here for your title. There's also some space down here for some credits. And I would actually prefer to leave this area relatively empty. Just do some texture. Let me just back out of that. So that's what's going on here. I need to not make a lot of competing lines. So I think I need to make this spine more prominent. And add more black to it. If I want the eye to follow along this curve. So this is going to make it a more versatile piece. As a poster, as cover art, as what have you. As long as your eye travels instinctively along the piece, then it's much more dynamic than a still picture would be. Like even something like a pinup where there's not much action going on, a lot of the interest and the dynamics really of like a pinup style piece is in the lines. The flow of the lines that lead your eye along around the page, and it just makes your art pop, really. So you always try to avoid like a static design. I mean, unless the mood of the piece really requires a static design. Okay, I'm going to zoom in on this a little bit. All right, I've got like 2 more minutes and then I got to go. For another art stream that I can recommend is Mia Pet. She's on Twitch, and she's my artist for my comic. Her work is excellent. Mine's still a little sketchy and weird, but she has these beautiful flowing lines, lots of visual interest, just so full of life. So if you need to check out more art streams, then go take a look at her work. It's really, really quite lovely stuff. And, she worked on my comic for me. So since I have my, nope, 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 that's not what I need. Come on. This is the one I hit. There it goes. Where? All right, here we go. Okay. So this is my comic, Soulbound, issue 1, Adrift, by Paula Richey, line art by Mia Pierce, and lettering by Wes Loker. And this is available now on my website, www.otherrealmstudio.com. And it is about it's about Becca here. She's a pragmatic med student who is suddenly flung into another realm of monsters, myth, and magic. And now she must bring healing to warring nations before her own time runs out. So there's something about being lost in another world, another dimension, that is not entirely healthy. You get soul sick, and your soul attempts to return home without the rest of you. So my series is about adventure, romance, and psyche. So if you'd like to check that out, I would really appreciate it. You can find out more about it on my website. Oh yeah. And since I have the correct chat app, I can actually type that. Clickety clackety. Make sure that's spelled correctly. Alright, what was my other half of my sentence here I'm typing? You can see my other work at www.otherrealmstudio.com. And it's going to be an awkward way to phrase this. So I actually have real physical copies of my comic. Huh, look at that. It actually put up the link, and it seems to have echoed across a few things. That's weird. Last time I used this, it did not appear 3 times. Yeah, I'm still using it. I'm still getting used to all my programs and stuff. But it's time for me to go. I haven't yet set up my coffee, and yeah, that's the sort of thing we don't leave to chance, y'all. But thank you for coming and keeping me company. I appreciate it so much. And I'll see you in the other realm. Good night.